Good morning, everybody. It's June 9, 2025 on Monday, and I've got a raccoon scurrying across the way, but they've been very, very busy up there in the sky today. And at 8:52 a.m., the internet went out. The internet went out exactly at the same time that I was listening to a video by a targeted person calling the FBI and was continuously hung up on. Leave a comment down below. Have you ever been hung up on when you've called the FBI? I know I have in New Jersey. And then here in Kentucky, it just goes around and around in circles. Nobody ever gets back to you. Doesn't matter if you call, if you write, if you use their website. Nothing ever gets done. But anyway, right there was an X. And then here, you can see the line here. They were actually skipping across the sky. And the sky was completely blue about half an hour ago. And they have been muddying it up terribly. You can see it here. Hope everybody's doing well. This is the chickies this morning. You want to say hello, girls? Say hi. There's Tina, my rooster Tina. There's Johnny Depp is over there. all the roosters have names, but the girls, when I got them, I had so many girls, I didn't really get names for them. But as the roosters surface, they're so easy to single out. They're so... Oh. See, this is what happens. This is where the expression getting laid comes from. But I want to show you some vandalism here. Now, this is not old. You see right here? And you see how it's equidistant apart here? One here, one here. Now, I don't walk on here. I never walk on here. So over the weekend, between Friday and this morning, this was done. Somebody obviously crushed it. See the nail here? They crushed it, picked out here. This is pressure treated wood. How would that happen? How would this happen to pressure treated lumber? Here and here. What they did is on this particular one, they set it up so that if I walked on it, I would fall in and maybe hurt myself. This one I have never walked on. This was obviously hammered in by the criminals on both sides here. But that's okay, because I'm not selling my property to you guys. I'm not selling my property to anybody around here, so don't even bother sending anybody here. I'll be selling it privately. Oh, do you know who that is? PoopyNurse.com and her fellow follower. They're always in twos. They cannot even drive by themselves, these people. They usually have somebody driving with them in the vehicle and somebody following behind them. That's how you know that they are community stalkers. They're a community harassment network. They're organized crime. That's how you know. I hate the terminology gang stalker. I don't even know who. Oh, I know. I think the CIA or the FBI concocted gang stalkers to identify when targeted people use the terminology to discredit us. It's not gang stalking. There's no legal terminology for gang stalking, but that's what everybody talks about. So we hashtag it because everybody knows what it is. It's organized crime. It's community harassment, community stalking, neighborhood watch. It's not even neighborhood watch because they're not doing what they're supposed to do. Neighborhood watch is supposed to be keeping the community safe. These perpetrators are perpetrating crimes against innocent people for profit. Makes them gift card whores. They're organized crime. Make no mistake, they are organized crime. Organized crime is comprised of disconnecting the internet so that your cameras can no longer work, Like, my cameras have been interfered with since 7:52 a.m. this morning. Suddenly the internet went out. Now, I know the difference. Like, if the internet really goes out, I will have no phone service. But I have phone service, so I can place a phone call, but there is no internet because they disconnected the cameras so that we couldn't see their skit show parade, driving back and forth, dropping people off. It's their shift work. I figured out that the shift is 8 a.m. So at 8 a.m. they drop off another loser, pick up the loser that's been on the property, loser or two. And that's their shift work. I believe that there are 2 shifts on my property. And this cat was dumped here a couple of months ago, this cat here. And he and Popcorn, the cat I've had for 6 years, he was the kitten that I found in my garage when I moved here. Yeah, there he is. They like to fight because they're both boys. And he doesn't belong here. They keep dumping animals here. And then, of course, the guineas are eating the cat food, right? Guineas eating the cat food. And just for documentation purposes, when a year after I moved here, I started purchasing these water catchments. They were brand new. This one was sliced on the side, and within a day, that one was sliced. They sliced the hose here. But they sliced the hose 2 years ago, and I put duct tape on it, but then they pulled this off so that it looks like this. Because they don't want my property to sell. But my property will be selling for exactly what I wanted for. And they punctured holes in the underpinning here and broke this cartwheel about 2 years ago. Handily. I was able to move this all the way from New Jersey. I had it in New Jersey for a couple of years. I was able to move it here, but as soon as I get to Kentucky, somebody breaks this. And you could see that this has been sliced 2 times in 2 places, deliberately rusted. And then within a day of that being sliced, this was sliced in exactly the same spot. And mind you, like, people will say, oh, well, maybe it froze. You don't understand. They already broke the spigot 2 times on this one. So this actually no longer held water because of the spigot. So there was actually no water in here. So nobody can say, oh, well, it must have got frozen and thawed. There was no water in here because the spigot was dripping. I had to replace the spigot. Now, it would have been a 3rd time. Now, on this remote roll, look at there goes the black car with the black windows. I have to tell you, since I woke up this morning, there were, let's see, 4, 5, 6, this is 7 vehicles. 7 vehicles. And then 3 of them driving in that direction. The only thing that is down there are homes. People live down there. So where are they all coming from? What it is they drive around in a loop. They drive all the way down there, they drive around, and go back in a loop. And that's what they do. So anyway, I hope everybody's doing well this morning. You can see what the sky looks like. The sky has been totally blanketed. Completely blanketed. So for you people out there that think that, you know, if you move away from the city, you'll get away from this, I don't know. It's worse here than it ever was in New Jersey. Although I hear now in New Jersey it's pretty bad too. But it's always been like this since I moved here. Always. And the people around here are such idiots, morons. They don't know that this is affecting them. It's affecting their land, their water, their life, their wildlife also. So anyway, this is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading. I hope everybody had a good weekend. And I left... Zoomy, what you doing, boy? I posted some photos on my post on the community page of bruises that are on my legs from these criminals, directed energy weapons. A bruise, like a black and blue mark, and then what appears to be the classic directed energy circular guineas. Well, anyway, I'm going to sign off for now. Make some coffee, take care of the kitties, get some work done around here. I hope everybody's well, and I will talk to you guys soon. Remember to look up.